So today I have a half day out of school. It's about a half an hour away, and it's pretty early in the morning, but I gotta leave early to make sure I'm there on time.
This is CBC Windsor News. Good morning. I'm Tom Addison. It's 7:30.
Salut! Welcome back. And if you're new here, my name's Kate and I'm a Canadian teacher. I'm the creator of the Madame Mindset YouTube channel that makes brain break videos in French. And today I want to show you a little bit about the process of making those videos. Before I get started, here's a little history about how I got started doing all of this. In January 2021, when Ontario schools went totally online, I was searching for ways to pivot.
Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I realized the kids weren't getting much exercise and it didn't seem like they were having a lot of fun. There weren't many brain breaks in French at that time, and I already knew that. I had been searching for them for quite some time, and I saw all kinds of ones that started like exploding during that online teaching time that were made in English. So I thought I'm going to have to start making these on my own. I usually spend about 7 days on a video, working about 1 to 2 hours each day. My video making schedule isn't always like a Monday to Sunday kind of thing. So this video is a little bit out of order, and we might be doing different parts of different videos, and it's just so you can see the process and the steps. So I've broken it down into a couple of steps. I'm going to start off with showing you the process, and if you're interested in me making you a tutorial, leave some comments down below and let me know if you're interested in that, and then I can make a different video that goes into more detail. So on day 1, I spend time planning the brain break. The planning can look like a lot of things. It could be me searching for would you rather questions. It could be me looking at videos to see how different videos that are made in English so that I can kind of figure out which way I want to design my videos. It might be how I want the slides to look. It might also be me searching for images that I might want to use in the video. And sometimes the images is what makes me have my ideas. Lately, I've been using Canva. I think it was in the summertime I decided to purchase Canva Pro because I have access to way more images, way more templates and things like that. Not that I use the templates for the videos, but I just have access to more things and I don't have to pay for it because I'm already paying for it. So day 2 is me setting up the slides. So what I do is set up the background images, and then I usually search for interesting clip art. I try to make sure that all the clip art and the background images look really good together, and I try to make sure that they're visually pleasing. I try to keep this process to around an hour, but this process sometimes takes a little bit longer because it takes time to find images that I think are going to be easily identifiable and also pleasing to the eye. And I often have to take breaks. So I would go do a workout or I go walk the dog because my shoulder gets sore, my wrists get sore, that sort of a thing.
Go, bub.
Okay, so today I feel super unmotivated to move. My workout was canceled yesterday due to extraneous circumstances, and I have been feeling kind of blah lately, so I want to make sure I get some movement in. I'm going to do a little bit of a Tabata workout. I had to modify it. I didn't actually do Tabata. I feel good that I moved though, so I'm glad that I did it. And on day 3, I'll add any words and animation. The animations on Canva are limited, but for some of the videos they work. For example, for the Danse Fige new videos that I've been making those on Canva. Again, I try to keep this process to about an hour. I try to make sure that I've checked all the spelling to make sure there's no mistakes, but I don't really have an editor, so I am doing that all myself, and I know I make mistakes, and I'm sorry everyone. Sometimes I look at it for like a whole entire week and I don't even notice a mistake until I post the video, and I'm like... Day 4, the adventure really begins in iMovie. So lately I've been using iMovie. When I first started, my whole entire video was made just in PowerPoint, and I made an MP4 from the PowerPoint presentation. It is possible to do that, and I can do a tutorial about that if anybody's interested in seeing that. But what I do now is I will export the MP4 and then I put it into iMovie because I have a little bit more control over the audio, and I find that it's a lot easier to do. It takes a lot of work doing it in the presentation mode on PowerPoint, so I try to avoid doing that now. Ever since I bought a Mac, I've been doing it on iMovie, and it's free, so I like to use that. So in iMovie, I add the best part, which I think is the best part anyway. That's the music. This whole year, I've been using what's called Artlist to make my videos. I really like using that because there are tons and tons of songs that I can add. You can find songs on YouTube Audio, is that what it's called? Which you can use for YouTube videos. They have lots available, but they're very difficult to find and you really have to search through them. On Artlist, I find it a lot easier to find music that's appropriate. I paid for a prescription for Artlist because it's so much easier to find the music, and also it's a lot easier to find sound effects on Artlist, which I really appreciate. So on day 5, I test out the videos just to make sure that all the audio sounds good, that the music isn't too loud, that my voice is loud enough for you to hear. I know in past videos, they're kind of both at the same volume and it's kind of hard to hear what I'm saying, but that's because I was making those videos in PowerPoint and it's very difficult to control the volume of the music and the voiceovers in PowerPoint alone. So in iMovie, you have a little bit more control over that. So that's why it sounds a little bit better. I can reduce the volume of the music and bump up the volume of my voice. But I also test out the movements. So I try to make sure that the videos are age appropriate, like the movements are age appropriate. On day 6, I spend time uploading the video to YouTube. And while I'm doing that, I make sure the thumbnail's good. I write all the stuff in the description. I do all the extra stuff that you do when you're posting a YouTube video. On the last day, which is Sunday, I publish the video and watch the magic happen. When I first started, I was terrified to post my first video. It took me way longer than 7 hours to make my first video because I had to learn how to do everything. Probably it took me more than 2 weeks to make in that time right before January 2021 when we went online learning. I probably spent those 2 weeks like a hermit trying to figure out how to do all this because I really, really wanted to do it for my students. And I thought it could be useful for other people as well, so I wanted to post it onto YouTube. Not only was I learning how to make the video, I was also learning how to do everything on YouTube, and it was the learning curve was like huge. Honestly, I think the first video was a flop because hardly anybody has ever seen that one, and even the students didn't really like it very much, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try to do a different type of video. There's this great quote, I think it's Eleanor Roosevelt who said it. She said, "When you give joy to other people, you get more joy in return." Why do I keep going? And really the reason is because when I saw the smiles and when I see the smiles on the kids' faces when they're doing these videos, I was hooked right away from the first video. I wanted to make more, and I wanted to get better at making them so that the kids liked them more and had less criticism. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here real quick and say that today somebody found out that I'm in a mindset at the school, and it got a little bit crazy, and I met a lot of nice teachers that said thank you so much, and a lot of the kids were excited to meet me, and I just wanted to say that that really means a lot to me, and that that's the whole reason I'm doing the Meta Mindset, because I know that students and teachers appreciate all of that, having those resources in French, and it's really something that I love doing, and I just wanted to say thank you for giving me the positive feedback, because that's what helps me keep doing Meta Mindset and keep going, because it's something that takes a lot of work, and it's something that I hold close to my heart for sure, and that I want to keep doing, and it really helps to know that people appreciate what I'm making, so that I'll keep making it. So thank you so much for the feedback, everyone. It was wonderful. I always ask the kids for feedback, and I do my best to give them what they want and what they're interested in and what's going to keep them engaged, but also what they need. They need it. They need the fun, they need the physical activity, and they need the break for their brain. I will always be grateful for all of the feedback that the students and anybody else has given me, because it's really helped me on this journey. So thank you very much to everyone who has been watching this whole time or has recently joined. The support means a lot to me. So if you ever have any suggestions or any feedback, you can leave some comments in these videos below, because the comments are open. Once again, if you really like this content, you can click that subscribe button, click like, and click on the bell so you can receive notifications when I make a new video. Thank you so much for watching. À la prochaine!